Hello, I'm Brian with Desert Fabworks Welding and Fabrication here in Fort Mojave, Arizona. I'd like to welcome you to our CNC router build project. Desert Fabworks has been primarily a metal fabrication business, and we've been in business here in Fort Mojave, Arizona for about 10 years. Recently we completed our CNC plasma build, which you may recognize from the CNCplasmabuild.com website. If you'd like more information on that, you can head over to CNCplasmabuild.com and check out this table that we got from iPlasma and all it took to get this project up and running. But this video is all about our CNC router build project. So let's get into the CNC router build and get you some more information on what we're going to be doing with this project. Okay, let me introduce you to some of the components that are going to make up this CNC router build. Let's first start off with the table. The table is from Precision Plasma. No, they don't just do plasma tables. They also do really good quality router tables. This router table isn't put together yet, but you can see the basic setup here. This is going to be aluminum milled, high quality, high strength, very rigid. It's going to be great for doing routing, milling, and all the other different components that we're going to take and attach to this. It's very sturdy, well built. We'll get into more of that later down the road when we start building it. You need a computer system to run your CNC equipment, so we selected a real basic Dell 755 Optiplex system, which for CNC you don't need anything really whiz-bang or high-tech as long as you're just running the machine and the table. For running your art and all the other software, you want to have another system that's dedicated to that. So a basic system like this you can get off eBay or someplace else for under $200, works really well. Monitor, keyboard, we went with a wireless keyboard for that. You'll see what looks like a Xbox 360 control up here, and yes it is. And we use that for controlling the machine. The Mach 3 software that we're going to use for this allows you to use that controller as a pendant and run your machine off there. Very neat little add-on that makes running your machine around a lot simpler, and you don't have to be tied to the keyboard. So we'll get more into that later. Along with the computer, it's a good idea to have a battery backup system so that in case your power does glitch or you have a surge or a power outage during your cut, you can take and have time to shut down. You don't lose what you're working on, to lose your place, especially if it's going to be a long duration cut. So a good thing to add onto the system. One thing we're going to try for this is when you start using routing equipment, you're going to need something for dust recovery. And we're going to give this bucket head wet dry vac from Home Depot a try. We liked it because it was really simple, it was small, compact, attached it to a 5-gallon bucket. It's inexpensive. We want to take and show some budget options in this as well to keep costs down. So we'll see how that works. Not sure what's going to go on with that, but we'll figure out a way to work this in the system, see how it works. For our routers that we're going to use on this, we have two routers that we're going to use. The first one that we're going to use is a 7310. Both are from Porter Cable. This is a 7310. This is a laminate design router, and it attaches right onto the Precision Plasma gantry, and it's designed for that. So this one here is going to be a little bit smaller on its horsepower. It's going to come in at 5.6 amps, and we'll get more into that along the build process and show you the advantages of that one there. The other one that we're going to give a try to is a Porter Cable 450. A little bit bigger. This is a 1.25 horsepower router, and so when you're doing some heavier material, if you're in aluminum or you're doing long durations and thicker woods, things like that, this one's going to perform a little bit better. It's going to require a different mount to hook onto this, and we'll show you all that down the road in this build. So a couple of the things that we'll show in this as far as our tools and equipment that we're going to show off during the build. This here is the Econo Probe from Wild Horse Innovations, and when you're taking and trying to find centers or you're trying to digitize a component for later turning a basic 3D object into a digitized version that you can then cut and duplicate later, this Econo Probe is going to be what we're going to use for that. So more on that down the road. One of the other really neat tools that we found is from Donic. Donic Tools makes this drag knife setup, and it's really slick. It doesn't take and use some special proprietary bit that's going to be hard to get later. Use your basic razor blade that you can get at your local hardware store. And you can use it to cut cardboard, laminate, vinyl, all kinds of things, sheet goods. And this is going to be a really neat tool that we're going to show off and show some capabilities of this, so that when you think of a CNC router, you don't just think of wood. We're going to show you that you can do a lot more with this than just wood. Now, one thing you may notice that's missing in all this is our controller package. Our controller package is going to be coming from CNC, and it's going to be a Blade Runner 3 system. That hasn't got here yet, but we placed the order, and since they custom build everything, we have some custom options added on for this one. So as soon as they get it built, we'll show that off and get it shipped out to us. So this is a CNC router build project at cncrouterbuild.com. We're going to be having more videos down the road showing you getting started with putting the table together, and once we get cutting. So look forward to some more videos, and check the website often for more updates during the build process. Thank you.